Good morning, Louise,
Morning, Rob.
and good morning to everybody who's watching this episode of God is Supernatural, or you're listening to us on UGN Jams. A very big welcome to you in this new year, 2025. Where did 2024 go, Louise?
It has flown by, hasn't it? They say, what is it, life flies when you're having fun? I think we've been having fun.
Um, you know, yeah, I don't know where 2024 went, but actually, it has been one of the most enjoyable years I can remember. I mean, we've just seen so much of God's activity.
Yeah, it has been amazing.
Yeah. So, roll on 2025. And guys, we want to encourage you. If your faith, your walk as a Christian is not an exciting adventure, what are you doing? Because when you are living and moving and having your being in the Holy Spirit, and you are seeing God do wonderful works, you're seeing His Spirit come, you're seeing people being delivered from demons, healed from sicknesses. Honestly, it is a truly, truly enjoyable, wonderful life that we live as a Christian. So we want to encourage you to step into that. If you haven't been stepping into it, we want to encourage you to do it. If you have been, then expect more. This is a year to expect more. If you're wanting some direct discipleship into that continued growth, then why not join us? We've got another Kingdom First starting in March, 25th of March. You can join us. That is our supernatural discipleship course. We have trained hundreds of people on that course. People have come through that, and honestly, lives are transformed all the time. Uh, we take people who are very new to this. They've never really experienced the Holy Spirit. They've never seen the Holy Spirit move. They never felt Him, never known Him to move through their prayers, to people who are quite experienced, but still have never experienced the regularity of the Holy Spirit's presence and a consistency of His supernatural work occurring. It is mind blowing. It'll open up your eyes. So why not join us? Just check us out at networkvineyard.church, go to events and log on there and sign up. It'll be 19 weeks of transformative teaching and mentoring. It's online, so you can sign up from anywhere. It's great, isn't it, Louise?
I am one of those people that has been through the process of Kingdom First 1 and Kingdom First 2, and I did have a little bit awareness of the Holy Spirit, but there was definitely transformation. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, and here you are now, teaching others, training others. So, guys, come along. Our verse, if you're a long time viewer, listener, you know it, 1 Corinthians 2:4. My message and my preaching were not with wise and persuasive words, but with a demonstration of the Spirit's power. So that tells you we're not, off on one. This is solid gospel truth. Why? Why has it got to be with a demonstration of the Spirit's power? So that your faith might not rest on human wisdom, but on God's power. Your faith will rest on the actual reality, living reality of God Himself. That is why we've got to be people of power. So we have got some wonderful testimonies to share. So one of our ministries is online healing rooms. So they were birthed out of lockdown. One of the few benefits of lockdown and suddenly not being able to gather, not being able to meet, meant that we took the ministry online. So previously it had been in person. Um, and most people were thinking, well, can you do a supernatural ministry online when you can't lay hands on somebody? You can't actually be in the same room as them. How does that work? Well, does it work, Louise?
Yeah, it absolutely does work. And as you say, I think pre-pandemic, I would not have dreamt that it would work. But having seen it, I can definitely say it's. I guess it brings it home that it's not us, it's the Holy Spirit. God almost doesn't need us, but kind of does use us in this ministry. And we have seen people healed, we've seen people delivered, we've seen inner healing in all sorts of ways. And it's not just people coming back to us and telling us this has happened on the night, that the presence of the Holy Spirit is really tangible. You can feel it. Sometimes you can see it. It is amazing.
It truly is amazing. And I think one of the truly great pleasures of this is that this isn't a one-man ministry, because we have trained, so we have up to 12 clients every time that we minister, don't we?
Yeah,
Fairly large team. We've trained every single one of those up, and here they are ministering in power. This really discipleship works, doesn't it?
it absolutely does. And everybody that is part of those teams, they might be at a different stage, but it's a safe place in that there's always a team. And if you can be in the background praying, and as you see the Holy Spirit moving, it builds individuals' confidence, and then God starts using them too. And when they see the results, that their faith is just built.
Yeah, yeah. And the more you do it, folks, the better you get at it. The better you get at partnering with the Holy Spirit, recognizing His presence. And the added benefit, I'm sure you found, Louise, is that it really strengthens your own personal relationship with God, because one, this is a supernatural ministry, therefore we cannot do it. So it has to be God. And that forces us into a place of dependency, even if you are inclined to be lazy about your personal devotional life. When you
Absolutely.
keep getting put into a position where, unless God shows up, you're going to end up with egg on your face, um, um, you've got no option but to go closer to God. And then when you see wonderful things happening, sheer gratitude draws you back to God, and you just worship Him for His goodness.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know that there's more, and you're always longing for more as well.
Yeah, yeah. And guys, 2025, as a church, we are absolutely expecting more, going for more, posturing ourselves towards God in a more intentional way so that we will see more. We certainly found that in 2024. Uh, an explosion of power actually on Pentecost Sunday. And since then, the river has run higher, the fire has burned hotter. Um, so, just before we go into some of the specific testimonies of our last online healing rooms, which were in November, and the next ones, just to flag up, are tell me,
For
Louis,
the fourth Thursday in February.
fourth Thursday in February. So that's our next online healing room. So, guys, if you would like prayer for healing, why don't you check us out on networkvineyard.church, go to the online healing rooms and sign up there. They're free. So do that. But before we go into those, some specific testimonies. So our last one was November. Just generally, give us a feedback on how powerful or not they were, Louise.
Yeah, really, really powerful. So we saw people delivered. We saw people come feeling really down in the dumps, no real depression, leaving with a peace, and then receiving feedback afterwards. I think we're going to go into this one in more detail, but just testifying that it's been ongoing, they're sleeping better, and they're feeling much more with it in general.
Yeah,
So really, really powerful.
yeah. Every single person seemed to really experience the presence of God, and something happened, didn't it? Some
Yeah,
quite deep internal healing was being experienced by pretty well everybody. Well,
yeah.
listen, the first lady we want to talk about is a lady who's actually been ministered to by us on a number of occasions, and she was testifying about a much earlier occasion, wasn't she?
Yes. So she'd asked for prayer for something else. which we wouldn't know the results of until she'd been back to the hospital. But when she came through to see me, she just wanted to testify that 2 years ago she'd been prayed for regarding a tumour that she had in her pituitary gland. And since prayer, the prolactin levels had been normal. And, that is an indication that the tumour has gone.
Yeah, because that's the marker, isn't it? The
It
prolactin
is,
levels. When they're
yes,
raised, the tumor is there,
yes,
active.
absolutely. And you're often given medication to help with that. But she had seen the consultant previously, and she'd asked for a scan just to confirm that the tumour had gone.
Yeah,
And he had refused, saying she had stopped taking the tablets because she firmly believed that the tumour had gone, not something that we advised her.
no, no.
He would not do the scan last time because he was saying, if you're not taking the medication, the tumour's not gone. So she was just asking, she was going back to see the consultant, and she wanted that scan just to confirm that the tumour had actually gone. So, really, really powerful. The fact that the prolactin levels are normal, just speaks volumes.
It does. I mean, that is the indicator, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
Um, yeah, amazing that the doctor just won't won't
Yes.
hear of it.
Yeah.
Ah, bizarre. But yeah, we give God the glory for that. Those prolactin levels have gone down, and she's feeling fine. Then
Yeah.
who are we to argue with that? So that was great. So another lady came along, and yeah, she had there was some internal stuff that was going on as the Holy Spirit was ministering. So do you want to just share a little bit about that?
Yeah. So she was asking for prayer for stress and symptoms related to stress, such as grinding teeth and just finding it really difficult to sleep, or related to an issue that was going on within the family.
Yeah,
The team, they asked the Holy Spirit to come, and they said for some part of it, they felt like that the lady wasn't really quite with them. Um, but actually, as they prayed, as the Holy Spirit came, she felt a massive peace. And as she came to me, she said that it was a peace beyond words. She just looked more relaxed. I'd seen her in the welcome as well,
yeah,
and she was just a completely different person. But actually, after the session, this is the lady that actually wrote to us
yeah,
and just wanted to testify. She said she experienced a profound and deep peace during the ministry time, and since then she's been sleeping better, and I've seen a gradual but sustained improvement in my mental well-being. God knows just what we need. So, on the night, it was just a sense of peace, and the team felt there was more that God needed to do. But this was probably over a week later that she
yeah.
sent this mail. So,
Yeah, and I think they're just kind of grinding your teeth when you're asleep. I mean, those are real telltale signs of
yeah,
stress. So to experience that profound peace in the prayer,
yeah,
and clearly that's carried over to her sleeping. That's
yeah,
wonderful. That is wonderful.
yeah, absolutely
And
amazing.
then just the final one is a deliverance online, which was tremendous. I mean, guys, God delivers us online on Zoom. He can do it anywhere.
Yeah, so again, this lady, completely different from when I saw her at the start to when I saw her at the end.
Yeah,
But as the team started praying and asking the Holy Spirit to come for her, they felt that there was a blockage. They were given a picture of bubbling water, but there was a blockage. So they shared this image with the lady, and it really resonated. She said that she had been baptized in March, but she had been struggling since then with some sexual sin.
Yeah.
She said she knew it was wrong and she felt really convicted by it. She had real issues with relationships with men, and there had been some abuse. So the team took her through the process, and then the team bound the evil spirit. And remembering again, this is online, there was coughing and spluttering, a manifestation, something tight in her throat, just
Yeah.
blocking her throat, and she coughed all of that out. So she came into debrief absolutely overwhelmed. She was just really in tears. She'd really been touched and convicted that these behaviours needed to change. She felt there was ongoing work that needed to be done, which is often the case. We talk about layers of an onion, don't we?
Yeah.
But
We do.
she really felt like she'd started on a God-given journey. She experienced deliverance, and she just felt lighter. And she's
Yeah.
actually signed up for some of our future training to come back for
Yeah.
more. But yeah,
I mean, just amazing, isn't it? Just amazing. God has given us this, vessels of clay, this
yeah,
kind of wonderful ministry. I mean, one of the joys is when you see these people come in and how they are when they come in, and then when they come out of ministry, and the change. I mean, that is a delight, isn't it?
it is. They not only, their personality isn't the only thing that's different. I mean, they often come in quite glum and shy and nervous, and then they come out bubbly and bright, but they also look visually different, like
Yeah.
glowing. Yeah. So,
Yeah. I mean, it is just amazing. It is just amazing. Being touched by God does that.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, guys, if you're not in Reading, or even if you are in Reading, you would like to sign up for the online healing rooms, do check us out on networkvineyard.church and go to events and check out whether the next online healing is, which is in February, and sign up. The places go quickly, so sign up quickly if you'd like some prayer. Um, Louise, we are looking forward to this new year. For the
Absolutely.
river. Yeah. So we are. So guys, we are looking at signs of revival. We've had signs of revival. We've seen it. But that is our major prayer. That's what we are looking for, because this nation needs God. This nation needs people like you who are ministering in power. So if you want to join the revolution, sign up for one of our training. Come along. Get on board with the program, Jesus's program, and we look forward to journeying with you throughout 2025. God bless you, and see you next time.